Mind reading present. 9 types of people to avoid if you're looking for the one, according to psychology. As humans, we all want to be loved, understood, and valued in our relationships. We want to find someone who will make us feel valued and special. Unfortunately, not everyone we meet is good for us. Some people may have traits that are detrimental to a healthy and satisfying love life. These traits, which are often ingrained and habitual, can lead to toxic and potentially violent relationships. These traits can make us feel unloved, insecure, and unappreciated. Psychology offers insight into the types of people we should avoid when looking for a soulmate. This video will explore these types of people and the signs that may indicate that you are in an unhealthy relationship. It is very important to recognize these signs early on, as it can save you from heartbreak in the future. Number 1. The narcissist. Narcissism is not just about admiring one's own reflection in the mirror. Narcissism is a deep-rooted personality trait that can cause significant damage in a relationship. Psychology tells us that narcissistic people often lack empathy, making it difficult for them to understand or care about your feelings. They are usually selfish, with an exaggerated sense of self-importance. If you're dating a narcissist, you may notice that they dominate the conversation and make it all about it. They may belittle your accomplishments or dismiss your feelings as inconsequential. Being in a relationship with a narcissist can be draining and make you feel unappreciated and unnoticed. They may also have a sense of entitlement, expecting you to do everything to please them, but rarely return the favor. Number 2. Perpetual pessimism. A negative attitude can be very damaging to a relationship. When you're with someone who always sees a glass half empty, it can be hard to maintain a positive outlook. Pessimistic people often focus on the worst possible scenario in any given situation. They may criticize or complain frequently, and their gloomy gaze can gradually permeate your own perspective. While it's normal to feel doubtful or worried, a constant negative attitude can damage a relationship. Negative attitudes can obscure your happiness and hinder your personal growth. On the other hand, being with someone who encourages positivity and optimism can help you grow and reach your full potential. Number 3. Too independent. While independence in a partner may seem appealing, there are things like being too independent to the point that it hurts the relationship. People who are too independent may insist on doing everything on their own, rarely asking for or receiving help. They may avoid sharing responsibilities or shared decision-making, insisting that they can handle everything on their own. This can make you feel excluded and unneeded in the relationship. It can also lead to an imbalance, where you are always the one looking for connections, while they keep a safe distance. While independence is admirable, strong relationships require interdependence and shared experiences. Recognizing these traits can help you avoid relationships that make you feel more like an observer than an active participant. Number 4. Unresolved past. We all have a past, and it's not uncommon for us to carry a certain amount of burden. But when someone is still deeply ingrained in their past, it can cause a rift in your relationship. You may notice that they often bring up their ex, or they may seem fixated on past experiences, unable to move forward. They may harbor unresolved anger or sadness, which can spill over into your relationship. This can make you feel like you're competing with a ghost. You may feel like constantly being compared to their past, never reaching an unattainable standard. While it's important to have patience and understanding, couples who can't get over the past aren't ready for a future with you. Number 5. Constant critics. Criticism, if constructive, can help us grow and develop. However, if criticism is persistent and demeaning, it can erode self-esteem and happiness in a relationship. Constant critics never miss an opportunity to point out your flaws or mistakes. They may disguise their criticism as a joke, or make you feel like you're always failing to meet their expectations. It's not about your shortcomings, but about your partner who can't get over the past. This can make you feel drained, insecure, and always on the defensive. Everyone deserves a partner who values them for who they are, with all their flaws. Number 6. Communication avoidance. Good communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. However, some people struggle with this basic principle. People who avoid communication will avoid important discussions, ignore your efforts to talk about feelings, or fend off every argument with humor, or change the subject. Their avoidance can make you feel unheard of and unappreciated. This can lead to unresolved problems and create a chasm between you and your partner. Remember, open and honest communication is very important in a relationship. Recognizing people who shy away from communication early on can save you from a relationship full of frustration and confusion. Number 7. Allergic adventures. Adventure and new things can add spice and excitement to any relationship. However, not everyone is excited to enjoy new experiences. People who are allergic to adventure prefer routine to spontaneity. They may reject new ideas or experiences, preferring to stay in their comfort zone. While there is comfort in intimacy, relationships without variety can become monotonous and stale. Couples who are open to new experiences can help create a dynamic and fulfilling relationship. Number 8. Eternal victims. Life presents problems for all of us, but the way we react to them will shape who we are. However, some people tend to see themselves as eternal victims. Eternal victims often blame others for their misfortunes and are rarely held accountable for their actions. They may be constantly thinking about their problems and struggling to find solutions or make positive changes. While it's important to offer support and empathy, being with someone who refuses to take control of their life can be emotionally draining. It can also hinder your own growth and happiness. Remember, you deserve a partner who is resilient, accountable for his actions, and willing to grow. Number 9. People who avoid love. The most important thing to remember when looking for the one is that love is about connection, vulnerability, and mutual respect. However, some people struggle with this important aspect of the relationship. People who avoid love may be afraid of intimacy and commitment. They may distance themselves or build emotional walls as the relationship begins to deepen. This behavior can make you feel confused, insecure, and crave deeper relationships that always seem out of reach. But you deserve someone who is not afraid to love and be loved, who will appreciate your relationship and appreciate your feelings. Final thoughts. If you feel like you're experiencing this, it's important to remember that it's not about blaming others, but about finding healthier relationships. Although everyone has imperfections and can exhibit some of these traits occasionally, the persistence and intensity of these behaviors can damage relationships. It's important to remember that you have the right to be treated with respect and kindness. Breaking away from people who exhibit these traits may not be easy, but it is necessary for your emotional well-being and growth. You are not responsible for correcting others. Your responsibility is towards your own happiness and well-being. If a relationship doesn't meet those needs, it may be time to reconsider its place in your life. This video is not intended to label or diagnose someone. Instead, this video is meant to raise awareness about the types of people we may meet while looking for a soulmate, and how their traits can affect relationships. Having one or two of these signs doesn't mean the person isn't suitable for a relationship. However, if these traits continue and affect your happiness, it's a good idea to pause and reflect on the relationship. Remember, everyone deserves love, respect, and happiness in a relationship. If you don't feel these things in your current relationship, it may be time to reassess and make changes that prioritize your happiness and well-being. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.